Alrighty then. I think we are live. Let me see. All right, all right. Good morning from my end. Morning on the afternoon on the East Coast. So today, you know, uh, unfortunately, my boss Musa Jang couldn't make it. Koji is also tied up, so it's me and Demba Balde will be joining us. Suleiman Jang, Yunus Haidra, and Mustafa Swandi. So it'll be a very engaged discussion for sure. So we'll look forward to having you all. So let me get this to the folks, man. Here we go. All right. So we are live.
Gambiana.
Welcome to Greenville Estate in the heart of Gunjur, just minutes away from the Gunjur Highway. The estate is located in a serene and nature-oriented environment which makes it the first community in the Gambia certified by the National Environmental Agency. As part of our Going Green initiative, beautiful trees grace the landscape as you drive into the estate, and we are planting even more trees. Go green and own a piece of our Greenville dream. With 673 plots of land available, you can purchase a plot today and start construction immediately. Find your next home at the Greenville Estate, an affordable estate that suits any budget.
While you have certainly heard about coronavirus, commonly called COVID, you might not know these important facts and ways to protect your family from the illness it can bring. COVID can be very contagious through air, touch, or sharing food. It has been studied at length, and we can share with you what we know so far. Who are we? We are New World International, a non-profit organization located in Washington State, and our mission is to educate people about coronavirus. The coronavirus can cause serious illness and, yes, even death if not treated right away. The symptoms are similar to the common flu: fever, cough, sore throat, and shortness of breath. Many people experience these symptoms and wait too long to seek medical attention. That can be a life-threatening mistake. Certainly, keeping a safe distance from others that appear to have flu symptoms is advisable. It's always better to be safe than sorry. If you develop these symptoms, there won't be any way for you to know that it's just a common flu unless you have a test done. It's best to seek out a doctor, nurse, health worker, or health facility to get advice and treatment if needed. If you are a student, report the conditions to your teacher right away. By all means, stay home if you are sick. Always cover your mouth and nose if you sneeze, and wash up afterward. The contagion spreads with the moisture droplets. As you have heard, there is a vaccine available for coronavirus. Seriously consider receiving a vaccine before you become ill. And above all, consult with your doctor when you do not feel well. For more information, please visit us online at newworldinternational.org.
Mr. Balde.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, man. Today our boss is engaged and the coach also has something going on. And I said, you know, we still gotta wing it. I have to invite some folks to have a discussion because there's a lot of issues trending. So that's that we'll have Mustafa Swandi joining us and Suleiman Jeng also will join us. And
Excellent, excellent,
hopefully
excellent.
Yunus said if he has time and he's going to join us as well. So definitely. Oh, there you go. There you go, Mustafa.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum.
Mustafa.
I love that crew. Alaikum salam, Mustafa.
Yes, how are you? Where is Musa? What is he doing? Is he sleeping?
No, I was just talking to Demba. I said, Musa, my boss has something going on today. And
Okay, yes.
yeah. And coach also has something. And, they were like, hey, well, what's up? I say, well, there's a lot of trending issues. I think we just need to invite other folks if you guys are busy to
Absolutely,
have a
absolutely.
good discussion. Not to just go dormant on this Sunday. So yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
Yes.
Yeah. So how
Absolutely.
is the
All right.
Gambia, Mustafa?
Gambia, Alhamdulillah, we are here, it's trying to navigate the waters.
I hear you. Demba, how is the
Mustafa,
family?
family is good, alhamdulillah. We're doing good. Mustafa, how are you?
I am okay, Alhamdulillah, can't
It's been a while.
complain.
It's been a while, huh?
Yes.
I didn't get to see you this time in December. I didn't get to see you.
Yes, but I'm around and doing the usual things.
Right.
Yes.
I think you may have been in Swiss. Did you go to Swiss?
Yes, but not after the trial. I didn't go back again for the verdict.
I see. Okay.
Yes, I just went for the trial and I didn't go back for the verdict.
I see. The trial was in December, correct? Right? It was somehow in
It was in January.
January, yeah.
Yes, and then there was a pleadings in March, and then the verdict comes just
After that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I was in home and in January I was in Gambia.
Yeah. So yeah, that must have been why. Nice. Yeah.
So Demba, as usual, and Mustafa, we have some burning issues and issues that impact folks in the Gambia. How our government runs. I mean, back in 2016, when there was change of government, we all aspired that we're going to change the direction of our country for good in terms of corruption, human rights violation, and things that we all fought for against Jambe's tenure as president. But a couple of months we've got the rise on corruption. People alleging. We've seen how government conducting business in terms of allocating resources, to some particular media houses. And these are important for us to kind of talk about and have a good discussion. And, but how that contract in itself was awarded, a lot of folks had questions about it. And, we would like to kind of have a discussion, what your take is on it, and how do you think the government should navigate and be more transparent and be accountable to the people of the republic.
Well, if you said the people of the Republic, it felt as if you are talking about my newspaper. But anyway, but
Okay.
it's all the same. It's all the same. We are also people of the Republic. Anyway, everyone is people of the
Listen,
Republic.
Mustafa, on the Republic, by the
Yes,
way.
yes, yes. It's the same. It's the same.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that this is a very complex question you asked. On the one hand,
But Mustafa, you are echoing for some reason. I don't know. Is it coming
I don't.
from?
Am I echoing now?
I think so. Still.
Perhaps it's coming from your end. Maybe I am logged in two
I can hear him okay though.
times.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, wait. It does look like I may. Let me. Okay, it's okay. Let me just down some things. Am I coming out clear now?
Yes.
Uh,
Go ahead.
okay. All right. So I think the issue is that there are a lot of confusion. One question you asked. The first thing is the media um, contract to popularize a government agenda. What is clear is that this project was not it was not truthfully communicated in my view. I have read the contract. If you go to the public, you will see we just recently did a story on it. I have raised issues that are.
Mustafa, folks are saying you're still echoing. That's what they are saying.
That is true. Can I log out and maybe log in again?
No, no, no problem. No problem. No problem.
Let me just leave and come back again. Let's see.
No problem. Yeah, Demba can go ahead then. No problem.
Yes, Seri, and thank you very much for obviously having me. And then, Mustafa is one of my favorites to have on a platform, right? Because he deals with the issues in depth. But yeah, there is a lot to chew on. When you think about, what we were fighting for, where we came from, and where we are right now, there is a lot to chew on. To say that we're not disappointed is an understatement. Um, this was not what most of us were expecting, or some of us were expecting. Obviously, some of us were conscious that the people do not have the magnitude. They do not grasp the magnitude of the problem that we had. A lot of people thought the problem we had was Yaya Jame and Yaya Jame alone. When if Yaya Jame goes, our problem would be solved. Some of us were very, very conscious about the fact that the republic or the state can fall into the wrong hands again, unless we have some very, very conscious leaders who are completely aware of our history and completely aware of where we came from and where we want to go. We did not just want to change Yaya Jame, for the government for government, right? That's not what we wanted. What we wanted was a clear reset of our governance systems, our democracy, our rule of law, and just give everybody the opportunity and the chance to really to excel in our country. But I don't think our people were conscious of the deficit, the governance deficits that we were in, and the level of corruption, the level of incompetence, the damage that was inflicted not only on our institutions but also on our society, the fabrics of our society, the basic fabrics of our society and our government was really, 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 damaged. So to recover from that, you just don't get any leaders to come in and just try to pick up the pieces from there. You have to have some really very, very conscious leaders, very, very serious leaders that would come in, and then that would set the pace. Unfortunately, we accidentally, and I know people don't like this word, but we accidentally voted a government that was not the dream of the Gambian people. That was not our aspirations. And some of us saw this very, very early on, 3 months into the transition. Some of us started raising some red flags and saying the personnel appointment that we're seeing This is not the direction that we want to go. And some of us were actually shut down and say, hey, no, give them a chance. I mean, the government is still new. We're still going through all this. But Sadian, we did not fight just to be able to speak. That's not what our fight was. Our fight was far deeper than that. We were fighting for the survival of our nation. We were fighting for a generation. We are fighting for, for democracy, for freedom, for rule of law, and most importantly, for good governance and human rights. That is what is missed. Now, fast forward to where we are today. I mean, it's just mind-boggling. I mean, it sometimes I am tempted sometimes to say, okay, you know what? I think I lost hope as far as change is concerned in Gambia. But I can't give up on myself. You cannot give up on yourself. When you give up on your country, you're giving up on yourself. You're giving up on your own responsibilities. So once in a while, when I listen to the president, I'm like, he puts me to sleep. Honest to God, Jame used to agitate you. Okay, Jame would say something, would agitate you, and then you would get up and challenge yourself and just go out and do something. This president he doesn't get it. And I know. I mean, people are gonna. Unfortunately, we look at everything at the in the lens of politics. Everything that we looked at in the Gambia, we look at it at the as a political thing, but it's not. It is about our country. And as far as I'm concerned, the buck stops with the president, but the responsibility of running a nation is not only rested on the hands of the president. People have to stand up. Citizens have to stand up and advocate for what they believe, advocate for their fellow citizens, the freedom, the democracy, and just the future, the well-being of our collective citizens. That's what we're supposed to be advocating for. And this goes beyond the president. Unfortunately, we have people who are surrounding the president, who most of them, many of them cannot compete on a level playing field. Okay, they're basically doing whatever they are doing to survive, to maintain their jobs. I mean, you go to I mean, it's unfortunate that young people, bright people like Dr. Sisa and others. Okay, we look at Dr. Sisa as, I mean, the Sonko of the Gambia. That's how a lot of us looked at him before. It's like, what? This is a young blood coming in with a young mind, coming in, and hopefully it's giving us some hope. But look at where he is right now. So the government experimented a project with him, and that's the same project. I know we will talk about, the arrests and detentions and and all that, but that is exactly what they did with Dr. Cisse. They broke him. He was broken. They detained him. They did all kind of stuff. They call him all names. He subdued. Okay. So I mean, generally, I mean, what I'm trying to say, it's not about one individual. I'm just trying to discuss a collective thing about us as a Gambia and where we are right now in our country. This is not where we aspire to be. But I tell you what, we cannot get to the next level, by giving up, or by just blaming one person like we did with Jammeh. So I think we have a lot of challenges. I mentioned this on a Facebook post. I said every Gambian should be ashamed of what goes on in that country. Every Gambian. You go out in the streets in that country, you should be feeling guilty by yourself. What is going on in that country? The chaos, the lawlessness, the poverty that you see in that street, and just the loss of hope for our young people. I mean, every one of us should be concerned about it. And I know, again, people are just gonna act like this is normal politics. It's the government in power trying to do this opposition and all that. This is beyond that. As conscious Gambians, we should be looking at the future of our country. I just, it's just mind-boggling. But I'll leave it up there for now. I mean, I see my uncle right there, Mr. Jeng. Coming in. So we're gonna have a good show today.
Yeah, Suleiman, greetings.
Samaro, how are you, sir?
Good.
No way.
Tanala.
Jamtan alhamdulillah. No best gorene.
Many people are gonna be surprised that a Jeng SRL there is an uncle to a Balde here.
I know. Mr. Dabo, how are you, sir? It's a pleasure.
I am okay, alhamdulillah.
Join you again in another forum. Samaro, how are you?
Yes. Good, Mr. Gang, Sir Gang. So just to kind of recap what we discussed earlier. So I was asking this question, Gang and Mustafa. Mustafa started answering, but he had to go out and come back in. But again, what we were discussing was, you know, transparency in our government and holding our government accountable. I mean, when there was a change back in 2016, all of us aspire to see to something totally fundamentally different than the status quo. And it looks like that has not been achieved. And Demba rightfully said, some of them caution, us and say, hey, I think you guys are giving this guy a lot of the leeway out there, and people turn deaf ear to it, and there you go. Today we're here, we're complaining. We had a lot of issues, lack of transparency. We've seen the government allocated 40 million to few media houses. The execution of that even contract is questionable. People question it because lack of transparency, and this could keep going on and on and on. And I think the question was, what lead us here, and what are some of the impediments, and how do we steer forward, and hold the government accountable and also answerable to the people of the Republic of the Gambia? That was the question.
Sorry, I'm in between at work, so I'm trying to catch up as well. There isn't one answer, because there is a collection of factors that actually led us to where we are today. I can hear myself recording.
Maybe you need to do what I did. Log out and come back again. But why am I also echoing again? Am I also echoing again?
Yes, you are echoing. And I think I am echoing too.
Yes. I just hold the interview here.
Let me text my tech guy. I say let me text the tech support guy.
I think so, because I just hold an interview on this platform. If it is the room, it would have echoed the same time, but it's not the room.
I think I can hear you though, Mustafa. I mean, I don't know. Can you hear yourself? I mean, can you hear yourself echo in your room?
Yes, I can hear it clearly, but then there are a number of folks who are complaining that it echoes. And it's uncomfortable to listen to it.
Yeah, can you all hear me now?
Yeah. Well, we can hear you, but it seems like you are echoing.
Yeah, I'm echoing. Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe this is what I probably. Well, let me talk to my tech. Hold on a second.
Are you guys logged in on any other devices?
I'm not logged in any device, to be honest.
I'm not either.
The American system is very similar